Hello everyone, and today I'm going to be starting a new survival world in Minecraft, and this is the world I'm going to be doing all of my YouTube recording on from now on, so you're going to see it develop and grow. And today's video is going to be the first day, and I just wanted to show you what I think is the best way of starting a new survival world, and that's just because I've seen a lot of people do them recently, where they sort of panic, don't really get much done in the first day, and it sort of just sets them off on the wrong foot. So this video is going to be in real time, so I might be talking a bit quickly, but it should be fairly straightforward. If you do like this video, do like and subscribe at the end, and I'll stop talking now and let's get on with it. Okay, so the first day is really just a race against time. Really, we want to get shelter, food, and if possible, a bed in the first night. And if we don't want to be really bored at night time, we also want to make sure we've got some stuff ready so that we can do some stuff overnight if we need to. So, have a very quick look around, but then I get straight into chopping down this tree here. Okay, so once we've got a handful of logs, just one tree's worth, I'm going to make a crafting bench and a wooden axe, and once I've got that axe, I'm going to take down another tree. Oops, I missed that one. Make sure we don't leave any UFO trees. So next I'm going to make a wooden pickaxe, and I'm going to use this pickaxe to get some cobblestone as soon as possible, so that way we can upgrade to some stone tools as quickly as we can. And I'm not going to be doing any mining just yet, just collecting a bit of stone, and we can use that to then make some basic tools. So we don't need a lot of stone, about 8 or 9 will do. I think I'm probably going to have to go back if I want to get a spade out of this, but we'll see. So we're going to want a pickaxe, an axe, a sword, and a shovel. I'm one short of getting a shovel here, so I'm going to grab another couple of pieces in a second. And I'm just going to make a couple more sticks here because sticks are always really useful on day one. And of course the reason why we prioritise the pickaxe over the spade when we were deciding just there is that the pickaxe is going to help us get even more stone so we can make more tools quicker. So I've just grabbed a bunch extra there. You don't need all of that, but we are going to need a furnace later on anyway, so I figure while it's here I might as well grab it. So once I've grabbed that spade, I'm just going to pick up the crafting bench, pick up any drops from the trees, make sure we don't leave any UFO trees, and then have a quick look around. Okay, so what we're looking for here is just sheep. As soon as we can get sheep, we can get wool. If we get wool, we can get a bed, and then we can skip the night, and then there's basically no danger from that point onwards. So we're just going to have a quick look around and see if we can see any. And I'm just leaving a marker here with a couple of planks, and that'll tell me later on when I come back here that this is where the spawn is. So it looks like there's a village over there, and that's pretty lucky, but that's probably not going to happen for you, so I'm just going to pretend it's not there and just go find some sheep somewhere. Of course, if you were playing on this, you could just run into the village and grab a bed, and then that would save you having to find sheep at all. So as we're running around, we're going to be looking for sheep here, but we are going to need some food as well, so if we see any cows or pigs on the way, we're just going to kill those, so we've got some food for later as well, but we're still looking for sheep as the next priority. Okay, so we found some sheep, but because of the new game mechanic, we do need to make sure that we've got 3 of the same colour, and then we can make a bed. And luckily there's 3 sheep here of the same colour, we've got 3 white ones, so we're just going to ignore the black one. We don't really need the lamb, but if you wanted to, you could also kill that one. So now we've got some basic materials, and we've got enough materials to make a bed. We're just going to go back to find a nice place to set up camp for the evening. So we've got lucky here because we've also found some sugarcane, and that's going to be important later on for making paper and an enchanting station. So we'll just grab that while we're here. And as you can see, we're only about halfway through the day here, so by getting these priorities right, we've got loads of time until nightfall, and we're already ready for it. So next up, I'm just going to grab some seeds while we're running around here, and that means we can start to make a wheat farm, and we've got a bit of sort of sustainable foods for now when meat runs out. And then I'm just going to enjoy this lag a bit while I try and open the crafting table. And I've got plenty of time, but I'm just going to make that bed just in case nighttime creeps up a bit too quick. If you can get into bed quick enough, the mobs won't ever spawn, and then they're not going to be there the next day either. Okay, and now is a really key bit that people never tend to do. What we're going to do now is just collect a ton more wood, and a lot of people just kind of neglect this, but if you haven't got a bed yet especially, getting lots of wood before the night time is really, really a good idea. And that's because once you've got wood, you can put a log in the bottom of a furnace and in the top of a furnace and make charcoal. As soon as you've got that piece of charcoal, you can put that in the bottom of your furnace, put loads more logs above it, and then you can start to make quite a lot of charcoal. And even if you haven't found coal, you can make torches, and that's going to stop mob spawning anywhere near you, and it's also going to mean that through the night you can do some mining. And each time we cut one of these trees down, we're just cutting all the way up through the core, and that's going to mean that all of the leaves are going to decay and we're not going to end up with any flying saucer trees. Okay, so this is quite a nice little spot here to set up a base. I haven't picked it for any particular reason, but it seems nice and flat. There's some water outside, it's quite nice. So we'll set up a little shop inside of this little hill here. It's also a good idea on the first day to build your base inside of a hill because that means that you don't have to find resources to build, you can just dig them out. And we're not going to go mad here, we just need quite a small room, just enough of a space to put down a crafting bench, a furnace, and a bed, and that's all we need. It's still quite early in the day at this point, so we've got quite a lot of time to kill. Probably going to set up a little bit of a farm, get a furnace here, and yeah, just set up home. And so this is what I was saying about making your charcoal. If you just put a couple of logs on the bottom and then a stack of logs on the top, and then as soon as you get a piece of charcoal, take out the logs from the bottom because they burn a lot faster, and put the charcoal at the bottom. And I've just made a door here as well. This isn't really needed. We can always block the hole up with some blocks, but the good thing about the oak door is it has a window so you can see straight out of it. We don't need to find sand or make glass. I'm just going to get some more logs because the more logs we have, the more charcoal we can get. And then if you want to just mine through the night, especially if you didn't find any sheep, you can just make sure that you've got loads of torches and that'll see you through the next day. And if you've got any rocky bits like this, just have a quick look round because sometimes you do see surface coal and that is going to save you a bit of time and a bit of resources. And so I'm just sort of having a quick recce to have a look around this area just to see what's about, mostly just to see what's there tomorrow because we haven't really got time today to do it. And it's worth noting as well that there's cows around here, so we're not going to kill those for meat because we are going to need the cows for leather for when we come to do enchanting later on, but just to keep an eye on where they are because we're probably going to lock those in to fences as soon as we can really. And just remember to plant lots of saplings around. If you'll get them just naturally from chopping the trees down, but plant them all nearer to your base, and that way you don't have to go nearly as far for the wood, and that'll save you some time. And one of the best things about cutting down oak trees in the early game is that they also sometimes drop apples. So if you're picking up the saplings and the drops, you might just get some basic food as well, and it's just an extra bonus of oak that the other trees don't give you. Now, because we did all that stuff earlier on, we've got so much time to kill, we're just going to collect more seeds and then get a basic little wheat farm started. Maybe plant some of the sugarcane that we picked up earlier. And it's still not night time yet. We've done so much in one day. And one of the benefits of setting up camp somewhere like this where you've got water is that you can start immediately planting crops nearby the water. That soil's going to get dark and then the seeds are going to stay there and they're going to grow faster. And we're going to plant this sugar cane. Again, we want as much sugar cane as possible, really. That's going to get us the paper. That with the leather is going to get us the books for our enchanting later on. Also, a lot of people think this only grows on sand because I'm pretty sure it used to only do that, but now remember it can be planted anywhere as long as it's next to water. And again, we're just going to spam these saplings everywhere because it just means that we're going to get more wood quickly. Okay, so now to make some torches, but I'm just going to leave a couple of bits of charcoal in the furnace so we can make some more. It takes a while, but we can just get kind of 6 times 4, so we can get 24 torches, and that should give us a nice bit of light for the area inside here. And we're also just going to throw some torches around the areas that we've thrown stuff down to grow, because that's going to increase the light level, and that's going to mean that things are going to grow faster. And it means that mobs aren't going to spawn, so you're not going to wake up in the morning, have your cup of tea, walk outside, and get blown up by a creeper. Okay guys, so we've done a lot there. So in one day we've got a full set of stone tools, we've got a base, we've got a bed, we've got a furnace, we've got a crafting table, we've got a good amount of torches so we can mine through the night. And now the beauty is, let's say that you didn't get lucky and you couldn't find any sheep, well it wouldn't be that different really. You still have lots of wood, you can still make charcoal and torches in a little room. The only difference is that instead of pillaring up and waiting for the night to pass, or just sitting in a hole, you've also got loads of torches so you can start to dig into mine. Okay guys, so that's the end of the first day. We've got everything done, we've got tools, we've got no monsters, we've got a bed, we're set up and we're ready to get some more stuff. And that's going to wrap this episode up. If you did like it, please do subscribe. It's a really early channel and it really helps. Give a thumbs up and more importantly, leave me a comment. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like, and what you want to see in future videos. I've got some exciting ideas lined up and I can't wait to get started on this world.